Hello, folks. Since there's so much to talk about in the next setup article, I thought I'd make a wee video instead, just to make it a bit easier. So Rory and myself have already talked about a lot of the stuff I'm going to mention in the SEH podcast, like what SEH has been up to in 2021, plans for next year. They're all in episode one, which you can find by searching Scottish Esports Hub wherever you get your podcast from. But I also gave out some shout outs in there as well. So this is basically kind of like a deep dive, I guess, to use the name of the last article, which was months ago, I think. And yeah, I'll let you know the now. I think this will be the last setup article. Setup series was only meant to be 4 articles over maybe like 6 to 10 months. Ended up being 12 articles over nearly 3 years, 2.5 years, pretty much. Like global pandemic in the middle of that, obviously a lot of setbacks, but yeah, I think SEH is pretty much set up now. We've got the organisation registered at Company's House, staff on board, and we've got a lot to do in 2022. Like I think the foundation has been set. So yeah, I this is the last article, final boss. Gonna start it with some shout outs that I didn't have time to do on the podcast. So I've got these all noted down here. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. It might be quite long. There's going to be a lot of ad libbing. like, so yeah, I shout outs. Starting with Scottish Smash. Scottish Smash is arguably my favourite esports scene in Scotland. Arguably, like I love all he is really. But yeah, there's so much infrastructure to Scottish Smash and so much talent to it, and like the whole of the FGC really like has got all that, but Scottish Smash is the most popular esport in Scotland. And yeah, I got a weird feeling 2022 is going to be massive for them. I cannot tell you how happy I was when I saw that Scalp had picked up what 6 Scottish Smash players. Like it's just including like Yodgers and Anders and KP and Griff, and I can't remember the other two. I'm sorry, but these are awesome. And yeah, especially in Scottish Smash, I'd like to thank Ali and Bryce. I've chatted to these two people all year. They've given a lot of feedback on SEH. Seen me go mad quite a few times. And yeah, I can see them being involved, if not in SEH, but in Scottish Smash and just Scottish esports in general a lot next year. But yeah, top lads, top lads. Speaking of top lads, next shout out goes to Josh Martin. Josh is a professional sim racing driver that now does events. He's one of the ambassadors for Scottish esports, I'd say. Like he's just amazing guy. And yeah, he's also given a lot of feedback on SH this year and helped me as well. And yeah, I'm hoping to meet him one day. Like I've known Josh what 5 years now and never met him. So yeah, one day hope to meet him. And yeah, next up SH board, Big Steve, Fiona and Sam. Yeah, so much help this year. Just SH in general. Just I love yous. Epic Land Fam, all he is, including comms. Just yeah, awesome. I've went on about them too much. I think and Scalp as well. Scalp is oh man, I chatted to Johnny earlier on the year, and I said this to him then, and I said that Scalp to me are the Scottish Epic Lan. It's the community model. Like the community model is proven to be the most popular model in esports, the best model, and also the hardest as well. And Scalp have fused it with Scotland in just the most amazing way. And yeah, I remember last year I took 8 months off from esports, from life basically because of lockdown and mental health stuff and all that. And I remember during the summer last year, seeing Scalp's first like a tweet from Scalp for the first time and looking at it going, their logo's a hand and they're called Scalp. Okay, this could be good. And yeah, I just they're amazing. Like they're just such a like don't get me wrong, every org in Scotland is amazing. They're all amazing. But Scalp just like they've got that Glasgow twang as well, and I'm a Glasgow boy myself, so like just and yeah, Johnny's just fucking oh I swore I was not gonna swear, but yeah, it's in there. I'm allowed. It's PG-13, so I'm allowed one f bomb. I think. But yeah, Johnny Quiff Richards to give him this code name. What he's done with Scalp's just amazing. Like, and the whole team. And yeah, I just it's hard for me to talk about Scalp because I love the org so much. It's hard to kind of put it into words. But yeah, they've been a real big sort of inspiration. Sounds cringe as hell, but it's kind of like that. I fully believe that Scottish Esports would not be in as strong as position as it is now if it wasn't for Scalp. And yeah, eyes are just yours are amazing. And I can't wait to get to know you better as well, because we kind of taking the thing with Scalp is that everyone forgets is that if there was actually an esports like Scottish Esports Awards this year, Scalp would get best newcomer, because they're blazing, absolutely blazing ahead, but they are a very young org, and I think it's important with young community orgs like that or communities to sort of make it organic. So like yeah, they don't really need any help. I think like the now as well. So yeah, I've just been like, yeah, I just Scalp. They're just amazing doing what they're doing. And yeah, I can't wait to see what he's doing 2022. It's gonna be awesome. And yeah, the final shout out goes to just Scottish esports in general. All of yous, yous are all awesome. Every single org, like ESS, Scotland, Gaming Scotland, Fraggers, all the FGC orgs. I'm probably gonna forget some, but Burn to Fight, Battle Lounge Fife, Gone Smashing, Paisley Smash, Ass. um, all the GAC, Giant Attack Dundee, needs to get that one. Reset and yeah, Ollie is oh no, Reset's the oh what's the Silver City Smash, there we go. I've forgotten some. But yeah, Ollie is you just and everyone in the community, they're all just awesome. Scottish Esports is just the best community in the world, quite frankly. Like it transcends esports. It's yeah, eyes are all awesome, and I can't wait for us to actually be able to see each other more next year. Like, hopefully, we'll be able to get out and get down to like all the different venues and stuff like that. And yeah, because it was awesome seeing everyone at SEL, and I saw some people at Epic as well. And yeah, it'd be awesome to for us all to see each other. So yeah, I'm gonna take a sip of water and probably edit this bit out. So yeah, that's all the gushy stuff. I don't know how long that took, but yeah, so next I'm going to do a kind of deep dive into departments within SEH. When I say SEH is set up, I pretty much mean it. Like everything's kind of ready to go. Now we just need to gradually build all these things. 2021 for SEH was very much a sort of setup year, and I think 2022 is going to be building on the foundations that we've set. And like I said, if it was mentioned in the podcast, you can go there to hear about it. But I'm going to be chatting about other stuff. So yeah, departments within SEH. There's three departments. We've got careers, wellbeing, and content. So the careers department is ECAS, which is Esports Careers Advice Service. Careers Talks. The Careers Talks we've been piloting this year. I think we're on fourth pilot, soon to be fifth pilot. We've done pilots with Skills Development Scotland with the Careers Talks as well, so gotten feedback from actual careers advisors, which has been just amazing. And we're hoping to work with them more in 2022. But yeah, the Careers Talks during the open pilot at the sort of first couple of months of 2022, we'll probably be doing Careers Talks, and we'll be looking to charge for them. We've got a revenue stream planned with which is the Careers Talks are £5 a ticket, and anyone can watch that ticket. Like you can have a viewing party, you can get a ticket and stream it on Discord, whatever you want. The base price is £5, and then on top of that, it's a pay what you can afford, which can be nothing. Like you can just pay the £5 and watch it. Like as far as like SEH is a social enterprise, if you didn't know, like so profit is like obviously we want to make revenue and that's what the base price is about, but anything on top of that's uh just handy like to feed back into us and Scottish esports, I guess. So yeah, that's the careers talks. Schools program we're delaying until 2023. I've talked a bit about that this year, but I think the schools program is going to need a lot of time and care in order to be developed properly. So what we'll probably look to do in 2022, the schools program, is work with 4 schools to develop and pilot it and really refine what the schools program is and the service that it can offer to schools. But yeah, 2023, you'll probably see that popping up. And drop-in centres as well, which like I can't really talk about. So well-being, so well-being's the next department. This includes CES, Scottish Esports Support Service, resources and signposting, especially around mental health and neurodiversity. There is a huge mental health problem in esports in general, and a lot of people talk about it. There's a lot of stuff on Twitter I see, but I still don't think it is properly like recognised or like acted upon. I think, especially in the grassroots scene. So yeah, SH Wellbeing's going to have resources and signposting all around mental health stuff. We want to get charities involved, different social enterprises, and really make our website a place where someone can go to get help, and signposting as well, so that it's not going to be SEH that gives that help. It's going to be signposting to like the actual professionals that do that. But if we can just help people even like find somewhere like that, then yeah, that's awesome. Accessibility is another uh, part of well-being. SEH Network. SEH Network has kind of already started, and I'm hoping that we'll be doing like network meetups and networking events and stuff like that. But SEH Network's there to create infrastructure between Scottish esports itself and also Scottish esports and Scottish social enterprise. I talked a lot about how the Scottish esports industry is a third sector industry right now, and that is not a slander on it in any way, shape, or form. If you know the third sector, then you'll know it's not a no money sector. You make wages, you can make money in the third sector. It's just not the focus like it is with the first sector. So yeah, I think Scottish social enterprise and Scottish esports would have a brilliant time working together because look at how many social enterprises work with sports. So pretty much like the same, except esports is more inclusive, obviously. And finally the advisory board. So finally, the content team. A lot of talk here because a lot of stuff's not. I've been toying at what to call this department. I guess it's not a team, it's a department, and what I should say is that a lot of all the positions actually at SEH right now are voluntary, and I'll go into that in the next sort of wee bit. But all the positions are voluntary right now, so I'm trying not to overextend, because it's me that looks after them all, I guess. And yeah, we don't need to go quickly with SEH. We can take our time as we have done. It's 2.5 years to get to this point, of just even having a plan. Um, is it? Yeah, 2.5 years. Bloody hell. But yeah, so I toyed, but so the content team has got teams with it. These teams might get diversified into other teams in the future, but this is just what we're calling it for now. So, content team starts with community. These will be community tournaments and community nights exclusively with casual party games like Jackbox and Golf with Friends and Scottish indie games. I know some people in the Scottish video game industry, and some of the talent in our industry is insane, especially in the indie level. And I'll say right now, the first game I want to do something like that with is a game called Rebound the Game. I can never remember the developer's name. I call them Hexadecimal, but that's Reboot, so I don't know if it is that. But yeah, they made a game called Rebound the Game, 2, 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I got nominated for a BAFTA, and I met them at Resonate once and chatted to them at other events. And the game is awesome. It's such a cool wee game. So yeah, if there's any Scottish indie devs watching that want to do a community night with us or a community tournament, let us know. And because any game can technically be an esport if you include like leaderboards. Plus, we'll be doing community nights, so yeah, we just want to support just the talent that we've got in this country because it's I cannot wait to do that. So the other team is content publishing. So this will be publishing the community's content for our own network and partners within esports as well. I'm gonna look at so the content publishing one is very important to me because before I did all this esports malarkey, I was in the creative arts industry. Like I had a theatre company, I was a theatre actor, directed stuff like that, and content ownership. Sorry, content ownership and getting paid for it is very important to me because it's something that I think goes awry a lot of the times in esports. So I'm not saying we'll be able to pay people straight away because we've no money, but we will be looking to properly support like content creators, get like a portfolios on our website. That's something I really want to look into. So there's sort of like a hub, if you will, of people's portfolios that you can look up. And yeah, content publishing is going to be really something I'm really going to look into like early on next year as well. Podcast, talked about that. And newsletter. The newsletter will tie in with the podcast and let people know what's been happening within Scottish esports and SEH and esports in general. We'll also have the esports events calendar. We're going to try and update that on our website. So again, there's that hub that people can look at and go, oh, this is happening in Dundee, or this is happening down at the borders, or this is happening online, like, and because there is a lot happening in Scottish esports. There was before lockdown, and I fully believe there'll be a lot happening next year as well. And the final content team's production that won't really be active for a couple of months now. It'll be heavily involved in Taskmaster, or as I want to call it, Tashka Mashta. But that might just be his code name. Like, so yeah. Before I move on to staff at SEH, I'm just going to take a sip of water. Sorry. So yeah, this is just a sort of deep dive into some of the roles that will be popping up at SEH pretty early on. Um, like I'll just start with myself, managing director. I manage the directors. Like there's only one director right now, which is me. But we do have directors on the board. We just haven't registered them yet because we don't really see the point. Like SEH is not like a private limited company. Like we're governed by our articles, and so it's different. But yeah, managing director is, and I don't class that as a volunteer role because I work a lot of hours doing this, and yeah, I'm not a volunteer. I voluntarily work for free, I guess you could say, for myself, but it's just getting meta now. Like, so the volunteer roles at SEH, 2 to 4 hours a week. You can choose 2 hours, you can choose 4 hours. Yeah, if you work extra hours over that, well done to you. You don't have to, but you can. There's also agreements which you just put your name to. They don't need to be signed. Case they're agreements. Like when we start getting payments involved and stuff like that, there'll be legally binding contracts and all that stuff. But for now, yep, just an agreement. Put your name on it, sorted. Volunteer policy will go live in early 2022, and this has been set up in order to protect our volunteers' rights as well as to govern SEH. Volunteering in esports is a crapshoot. Like it's the Wild West out there, but the thing is, it's that in volunteering in general. Volunteers don't have any rights, no matter what industry they're in. Like, and it's up to the actual industry itself or the company to give them rights. So yeah, we're gonna have a policy that will go live, and yeah, that'll tie in with our agreements and our contracts and everything like that. So to tell you the roles at SEH, you'll see a lot of repetition here. So we'll so for sort of first half of next year, I guess, we'll have volunteer research manager, volunteer community events manager, volunteer editor, and volunteer finance manager. And later on in 2022, we're hoping to have the part or full time role of social enterprise manager. I should say that SEH is aiming for a target of £100,000 of social investment in 2022, starting with £25,000 through First Port and social enterprise funds billed it in April. With this funding, the plan is to make a lot of the voluntary roles into part and full time jobs, as well as introduce freelance jobs through the careers talks, drop in centres, and the schools program. Um, it's quite a lot of information. I should say as well, it's all just plans. Like transparency, I believe, isn't just an important thing in Scottish esports. Since if 2021 has taught us anything, there's an issue with transparency across the entire video game industry right now. Um, People are scared to say what they think in case someone disagrees with them, and it's weird. Transparency kind of works both ways. I think you have to be transparent, but you also have to not worry about being transparent almost, because yeah, it's an odd thing. I'm just rambling now. I'm probably not going to cut this out because it won't flow properly. But yeah, I think it's important to let everyone know what SH has planned, even if some of it changes or falls through. Anyone out there has any feedback on anything I've said or wants to get involved or anything like that, then my email is brian@scottishesportshub.org. My Discord is .shotgun #0126, or you can follow Scottish Esports Hub on Twitter and Facebook. This is the last setup article, and yeah, this year's been. I started SH back up on the 1st of January 2021, and yeah, this year's been nuts. I've broken up with my girlfriend. I fell out with friends. I've had It's been a roller coaster in terms of mental health. It's just and yeah, I but throughout all of it, the main thing that sort of kept me going is that I've chatted to so many people about Scottish Esports Hub, and just the amount of feedback I've had from people about ideas and plans I've had, and yeah, there's been points this year where I felt like my whole Scottish esports community sort of was angry at me, and I didn't know why and stuff. And it's just yeah, it's been mad. But I one of the biggest things that's happened to me in the past couple of months is that I now know that my community is not just behind me; it's behind Scottish Esport SEH. And it's awesome. And I so excited for next year. SEH is gonna hopefully do awesome stuff next year, but I just think next year that Scottish esports is gonna explode. People are just gonna be moving here to be a part of our community, even though they don't have to, because anyone can be a part of Scottish esports. And yeah, I just can't wait to sort of this time next year when we're all on a boat going up the Clyde, sipping sipping Bucky cocktails or something like that. But yeah, I just if anyone I've not mentioned, thank you. All social enterprise, Scottish social enterprise people, you're all awesome. All amazing. Like, and yeah, this is the last setup article. I'm now gonna hopefully publish this and then look for someone to publish the entire all 12 articles. So yeah, thanks again everyone. It's been awesome, and yeah, happy new year. See you later.